Well, so I've been talking about going to the Omni for so long. I had like a feeling, but I was just like so like excited to be at the Omni. It was so beautiful. Like I was just so like enjoying my weekend. I love our weekends together. So I was just so excited just to be there and be there with him and get to experience that for the first time with him and be in Asheville together. And then like Friday night, we just had a good night. We went out, we went to dinner, had some drinks, and just had such a good night. And then he had said he had a spa day planned the next day. So I was just like, okay, like I'm just enjoying my weekend, just having a spa day. And then for dinner on Saturday night, I was like nervous and anxious. Like I didn't know if anything was going to happen, but I was just so like excited just to be there and just like go to dinner and be with him. So, and then even when we went down to dinner that night, he said we had reservations at 6:45. So I just figured we had reservations then. And he said, we got down there and he's like, oh, the reservations are actually at 8. And I was like, so mad. I was like, what? They're at 8?
I had to figure out a way to get her dressed and ready by 6:45.
Yeah.
So, but our actual reservations were at 8. And that's what I told her originally. And she was like, oh, okay, I should have enough time to get ready. And I was like, oh crap, no, I need it ready at 6:45. So then I was like, I waited a little bit and I kind of looked at my phone a little bit. I was like, oh, you know what? I think the reservations are at 6:45, to be honest. And I said I deleted like the itinerary and everything because I didn't want her to see it for the surprise. So I changed. I changed. I was like, no, the actual reservations are at 6:45. So she got ready, dressed, and then we went down there at 6:45. And I had her sit down. I was like, just sit here. I'll go. I'll go get our table. We'll probably have to wait a little bit. So just go have a seat. So I walked up to the hostess and I was like, hey, just confirming my 8 o'clock. And she's like, yeah, everything's great. But I just had to look like I was going up there. So then I came back and was like, yes, I messed up. It actually is 8 o'clock. So
sometimes I just realize how gullible I am because I'm just like, okay, just go with the flow and just I'm here for a good time. So, but yeah, then he was like, do you want to eat? And the thing that always threw me off the whole weekend was he always gave me a choice. So after he was like, do you want to just go back upstairs to our room and have like some drinks and like hang out until 8? Or do you like want to walk around? Like, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, we're already down here. So let's just go walk around. We haven't seen anything. And little did I know he was planning that was hopefully my answer.
Yeah.
So we just started walking around and we went down to where there was like a waterfall and we took some pictures and then just like walked around the other area. And then, yeah, he was walking in front of me, like when we got closer to the area, I wasn't paying no attention to him. I was just taking pictures, enjoying the flowers, the views. I was just everything. So, and then when we got closer, he like waited for me. Like when we got to like the stairway, that's when he waited for me.
Yeah.
And I like caught up to him. And then I think I said, let's take a picture together before we got there. And then we were like holding hands, walking down. And then we got closer. And that's when we saw the sign and it said, welcome, Josh and Julie. And then I just remember looking at him and he was just smiling the whole time, just knowing what was going to happen. And I was just still like, what is going on?
So what happened? What was the area?
So it was like a private like event center. So there was like a long staircase, walking down, you had to like walk in this little circle. And the sign was like in the beginning of the entryway and it said like, welcome, Josh and Julie. And then I started like thinking, I was like, oh my God, this is it. Oh my gosh. I was like in shock and I was sweating, I was shaking.
Yeah, we had to walk a little bit. So
yeah,
she was just shaking the whole time while I was holding her hand.
Yeah. And then when we walked into the little event center, there was candles and rose petals and there was like a white cloth table at the back with some
champagne
and some glasses and the ring. Yeah. I forget some of that part. I kind of blacked out that part.
Yeah. So we walked through the pavilion with the outline of the candles and flowers, all that, to the terrace part where the table was. And I grabbed the ring and got on my knee and said my part. And I don't even think she heard it. I don't even think she answered. So when she stood back up, I was like, so is that a yes? And she said yes. But I think she was, I guess really speechless, I guess, because she didn't say nothing.
That's our song. Speechless by Dan and Shay.